Imagine you are sitting in a workshop with more than 200 people. You are quite excited about the topic and really looking forward to it as it's something which you haven't studied before. Suddenly, the faculty on the stage asks everyone to introduce themselves and starts with you. You are dumbstruck. You walk down the path with trembling legs, regretting why you bought the tickets in the first place. You reach the stage, you look around, your heart is beating like a wild horse. With every new face being added to your vision, your heartbeat is increasing. Your fear is exponentially growing. You start sweating. After gathering the remaining strength and the fear of getting embarrassed completely, you just manage to say your name and you feel exhausted. You just want to run away from that spot and never look back.
Hi guys, I'm pretty sure what you just saw in the video and what I experienced in my very childhood is something which you would have experienced at least once in your life. And I hope that you guessed it right, that this is one of the most weird things in the world right now. The fear of coming on a stage and speaking. The fear of standing in a group and speaking to them. The fear of being on the stage and those eyeballs being on you constantly. That is one of the most feared things in the world right now. Even more worse than death, than insects, than height, financial problems, stress. Fear of speaking. So where does this theory come from? Well, this theory is written in the book of List by an author called David Welchinsky. He stated worst human fears in a sequence. And the worst and the number one human fear, the most feared thing in the world was speaking in front of a group of people. The basis was a lot of surveys from the Americans, a lot of questions being asked from the people, went to colleges, studied people, and realized that the most feared thing in the world is to speak in front of a group or on a stage. If we go into the facts, if we go into situations, this statement that it is one of the most feared things can be easily passed away. How? Have you ever seen that someone died from a bad presentation? Someone came on stage and they were asked to speak and they just died on the spot. Have you seen someone? Have you seen someone? Really? Well, just one person died. And I will state the facts. He was President William Henry of the US. He developed pneumonia after he gave the longest inaugural speech in the US history. That was a separate case, and it gave us a learning that keep it short and simple, otherwise you'll die. Keeping that aside, have you seen anyone being on stage and dying? Have you seen anyone being on stage and having a heart attack? I really don't think so. Talk about the greatest speakers of all the time. Gandhi, Lincoln. Did they just die because of speaking? They did somehow, but not because of speaking, but what they chose to speak. So if you look into the situation, when you're on the stage, for example, I think you're the most safest person out there. If you're on the stage right now, the fire exit is the most nearest to you. You are in front of everyone. If something happens to you, everyone would call the ambulance in a second. The reaction of a brain to fear and excitement is the same. It's just how we treat it and how we want to treat it. That justifies or that brings that how our reaction would be to that situation. But certainly there is some fear involved when you come on the stage and you want to speak in front of people. As Mark Twain said, who made the highest income he made was from speaking. He said that there are only two kinds of speakers. One who are nervous, the other one who are liars. Even the bestest of speakers in the world are nervous on the stage. And that's something which you should recognize and work towards. But not make it the most feared thing in the world. It doesn't deserve that at all. So I'm going to make a lot of stuff related to speaking, how can you overcome this fear, and how simple it is to speak in front of an audience and communicate what you want to say. It's just some practice and some dedication and some psychological facts which I'm going to share with you in the upcoming videos. So let's keep it to those videos. I would like to end this video with a beautiful statement that the best speakers have something to be afraid of, but the pro and the novice The difference between them is that the pros have directed the butterflies to fly in a formation and the novice has not. So what do you want to become? If you want to become a pro, start working towards it, and I'll help you to become that in my upcoming videos. Stay tuned and let's see how we direct those butterflies. Bye-bye.